I don't care if you young, old, just coming out, coming back out. The record. If you ain't got that record, always about the record. What's up, y'all? I'm your host, Timbo King, and this is the Timbo King Live Show, the second season where we interview the movers and shakers of the music business. Right now, we have special guest Benny Booms in the building. My brother Benny Booms. What's up, baby?
What up,
oh, you're ready?
You're ready. That's it.
We go back, man. We go way back, man.
25
Welcome,
years.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. What you think about the setup, man?
This is great, man. You're doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm just, going to the next level.
That's
from music
as you should.
to television to film,
Yeah.
Books. That's later on, but, you know. What's about you, man? It's about you, man. Yeah, What's up with you, though, man?
Working, man. Trying to take what we tried to build and started to build 25 years ago and just, move it to the next phase and to the next level.
So, Benny, where you from? Where you really from?
Originally from Philly.
Philadelphia. Philly in the building.
Yeah, West Philly.
What side? West, born and raised?
West Philly, yeah. Born and
On the
raised.
playground where you spend most of your days?
Same high school as Will Smith and everything.
For real? Overbrook?
Overbrook, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting, funny enough, I'm getting inducted into the Overbrook Hall of Fame in May.
Oh, congratulations.
So thank
How you? You met Will before?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I've done videos with him.
Maybe you and Will doing a new movie coming up?
Man, I would hope,
That would be big.
That would be huge, yeah.
So what made you wanted to go from music to the transition of film?
Well, I was always, I was a film student at Temple University. So I was a double major in film and African American studies.
Okay.
So it was like a sociology film program.
Okay.
So I always was going to make movies, but I had been rapping since I was 14 years old. That's what Benny Boom.
So you was always a writer?
Comes from. Yeah, always.
Okay.
So that's what Benny Boom comes from. It comes from that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So as a writer, you developed these characters in your brain, and how can I say it? Your characters come to life on film.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had the opportunity yet to really write something like a screenplay or script that we've been able to shoot in mass market. But the characters and things that we create for artists that I've created over the years doing music videos, it's a similar
pattern?
Similar pattern.
What, more editing, more timing?
No, just in terms of the creation, when you write, let's say, for example, if I was writing a storyline for a music video, like Got Yourself a Gun, right?
Okay.
With Nas. So I did that video, and we had...
Oh, that's a classic video, too. You did that in Brooklyn, Queens?
We did it in L.A. and Vegas. Because
Okay.
that was Made You Look was the one.
Oh,
we
Made
did
You
all
Look.
over.
You also
Yeah,
did that video, too.
We did that. That was all over the city.
That's what I was talking about.
And Got Yourself a Gun was, Nas was trying to make a statement, and this was when Nas and Jay-Z was going through their thing. And so we were worried about the outcome of what would happen to either one of the artists or people around them, and we were really trying to figure out a way to curtail any violence or, and so we wanted to make Nas Malcolm X on the day he was assassinated, and then make him Martin Luther King on the night.
Which video was that?
Let me tell you what happened. On the night he was assassinated. So we had this great idea, and then I shared it with Hakeem from Channel Live. Right.
Big up Hakeem.
Big up Hakeem. Big up Channel Live. Madism all day. And I shared it with him, and he said, "That's great." He said, "But that might be over everybody's head." Because you got to imagine, we was only 5 years out from Biggie and Pac being killed. So he said, you gotta make him.
This is like pre-millennium?
This is 2002.
2002, okay, right after
2002, 2003.
Okay.
So we decided to do the video based on each one of them. So we had Nas become Pac on the night he was murdered, and become Big on the night he was murdered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wrote that script?
I wrote that. Yep, I wrote that concept, and so he pitched it back to Nas, and he loved it.
Who's your influences coming up as filmmakers?
As filmmakers, I love The Godfather.
That's one of my top 5 movies.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese. He did Casino and Goodfellas and all that stuff. It's crazy because when you grow up.
You met Martin before?
No, I never met him before.
Okay, okay.
It's crazy. You grow up in the hood, so to speak, or whatever. You gravitate to certain movies, and always those movies always spoke to me because it was like how we grew up, but it wasn't black people. So you watch it and you go, wow, they have family gatherings. They eat a certain kind of food. They're close to their relatives. You know what I'm saying?
You see the etiquette.
You see you see the same type of lifestyle in that, and you see that these are people who are just trying to do good in life, but things happen, and they break a few rules and a few laws to get what they need. You know?
What was your first film?
Next Day Air.
Next Day Air.
Yeah.
That's with Omari.
Omari is in it, Mike Epps.
So you really made Omari lit.
Man, we saved him at the end of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
We trying to make it.
It seemed like it was going to be like a conclusion to that movie.
We wanted a part 2.
Okay.
There still possibly could be a part 2. It's been Next to Air hit theaters May 9th, 2009. So it's 10 years now since that film came out. Yes, 10 years. So.
You ever got nominated before?
No, I wasn't nominated. It was
No
movie.
independent, nothing.
Small.
Sundance, nothing.
I think it'll be one of those movies where you look at it and it's a cult classic. And I go, when I'm walking around all the time, people go, "Yo, man, that Next Day Air joint, man, that thing is, oh man, that was the funniest movie." And they remember, Omari. They remember Mos Def. They remember Mike Epps, Wood Harris. That whole cast.
To get that whole cast together, was that a hassle for you? No, well, you knew them personally, your agents, or
the manager, Eni Clemens, who produced the film with me. He was partners with Wood, so Wood was always attached to the movie. And so once Wood was involved, everybody wanted to be involved. He had just come off of a few years prior. He had just come off of Paid in Full and The Wire, so it was just like it's Avon.
So you call all these actors at this the spring of their career?
Yeah.
So when you call on them for next films, they wouldn't hesitate?
Yeah, it depends.
If they're not busy.
If they're not busy, that's always a funny thing because scheduling, and sometimes people, they might not gravitate to the material, like because they might wanted to do a film with you based on this one script doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna like the next script. There are those directors like Spike and those cats, even Scorsese, who, they've been blessed with being able to create a body of work around particular actors. So if it's Scorsese, it's De Niro and Pesci. If you're talking about Spike Lee, you're talking about Sam Jackson, Denzel, these are guys that he's made multiple films with and is able to put them in the film and help blow their career up, and they've been able to blow his up as well.
And your second film was?
Second film I did was a film called S.W.A.T. Firefight. And it was a home video film that we shot in Detroit in 2010.
So did S.W.A.T. ever come out? The LL Cool J S.W.A.T., did you do that film?
No, they were going to do this was supposed to be the LL Cool J version, but LL got NCIS LA, that TV show, so he didn't
At the same time?
Like right before.
Wow, that was crazy. I remember because I think I seen some promotions on that.
Well,
you was going to do a SWAT movie.
Yeah, and LL was supposed to, but he decided to do the TV show.
So what, y'all just scrapped the whole movie?
No, we did the film, but we changed a lot of pieces of it. So Gabriel Mock, who is the star of the show Suits, he's the lead in the film.
Okay, so you have a film company in New York and as well as LA?
In LA, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
What's the difference between you, far as?
Well,
that's the name of the film company, Groundwork?
Groundwork Studios, yeah.
Groundwork Studios.
I mean, we've had quite a few different production companies over the years. We had Gorilla Flicks, which a lot of people
remember. I remember Gorilla Flicks.
We did a lot of.
That's what you did with mostly all your videos.
A lot of videos,
your music
Gorilla
videos.
Flicks, HSI, FM Rocks, but Gorilla Flicks was our company. And so now my partner Joe Rawls and Nick Stokes, we have a company called
Stokes,
Groundwork.
classic.
Yeah, you know.
So you also stayed in Brooklyn at one time?
Mm-hmm, definitely. I lived in Brooklyn for a long time, since '94.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first moved to New York. When I first came to New York, I was in Queens, and then came to Brooklyn.
Okay. So you and AJ, y'all was real cool.
Yeah, we was roommates.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a big 4-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, that was.
And Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Channel Live.
Yo, y'all was classic on that block.
Yeah. we had a big party.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
classic block right there. Washington and Fulton, right?
Washington and Fulton.
Junior Mafia always used to be on the corner right there.
Right there, from there all the way down to St. James and all we do. Yeah.
So you married, children?
Yeah, married. My wife Raven. Okay. We have 3 kids.
She's in the studio now.
Yeah, she in the
How you doing, Raven?
Dog.
Nugget is in the building somewhere.
Yeah. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man, to you know, be able to work and do something that you really love to do. And, you know, they say if you find something you love to do, then it ain't work, and that's how I feel. But I also feel like there is this time right now is amazing. Like I remember the time when I was, when I would go to Atlanta, for example, to shoot a music video with like Jermaine Dupri or somebody like that, and we would have to bring everybody with us, the camera, the grips, the electrics, the whole thing, right?
You mean traveling wise?
Travel with us just to produce it. Nowadays, you can't. That town is so busy.
It's lit, Atlanta,
lit.
right?
I mean, they have more productions than
I think Atlanta, the state, is a film studio, like a film studio.
Well, they have several studios. You know, Tyler Perry has a huge studio. He has two, but he has one that he just built that's state of the art. And when you go there, you just cannot believe just how big this place is. It's
Vinny, this
crazy.
interview is so incredible. We have to take a commercial break right now.
Yeah.
Hold that wisdom. We'll be back on the Timbo King Live Show. I'm your host, Timbo King.
Virginia Tech,
Tucson,
Aurora,
Fort Hood, Oak Creek,
Newtown.
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 How many more?
How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more houses of faith?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough.
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 Demand a plan.
For the children of Sandy Hook.
Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act.
Demand a plan. Right now.
You! Demand it!
Enough.
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 At Village Care Max, we're not just manage long-term care. We uplift people.
Communicating with members and their doctors is key. It's a responsibility our care managers take very seriously. We know the importance of educating members and their families about their options. We help them make the right decisions.
Village Care Max. Live the life you want. For more information, visit villagecaremax.org.
We're back on the Timbo King Live Show. I'm your host, Timbo King. We have special guest Benny Boones from Groundworks Film. So, Benny, all your films are action, drama-based?
They've all been drama, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, even the SWAT firefight was a drama action.
You thinking about changing lanes, like maybe horror, romance?
You know, I kind of want to make films that I like to go see. I like to see horror movies. I like to see, you know.
You know, horror is real big in Hollywood.
It is, you know. But it's
one of the biggest genres.
It is. I mean, it's got
superheroes first?
Superheroes.
Then horror. Then what, sci-fi?
Well, I think they all the same.
All the
Because
same.
if you think about Get Out, it's sort of a sci-fi movie a little bit. You know what I mean? It has a bit of sci-fi to it when you look at the sunken place and the way they shot it and all that stuff. It's a little sci-fi.
Like a horror type things.
Yeah.
So what advice you have for the new filmmakers coming up in the world today?
It's interesting, man.
Because, you know, a lot of people are filming like with their phones, just getting editing programs and making short films, documentaries. What do you think about that?
Man, I mean, we didn't have that opportunity when I was coming up to do that. You had to get a film camera, you had to buy the film, you had to load the film and get the lights. It was a big thing. And I think now, because you don't have to do all of that, everybody that wants to be a filmmaker should be able to just pick up, like you said, their phone, and just shoot a movie. You know, come up with a story, get the people, and shoot the story and tell your story.
So do you go back to the schools and speak to the students?
Yeah, I have.
Like
I've gone
at
back
your
to
school in Philly?
schools. Yeah, I went to Temple and spoke to a few students. I have a group of guys actually from Philly called the Film Mob.
The Film Mob.
Film Mob, yeah. It's a group of directors and.
So will you oversee their projects?
Yeah, I kind of oversee the projects. Not really oversee it. I won't say that, but what I do is, I try to make a connection for them with record labels and stuff for music videos and help out wherever I can, or one or two of them may work on a project with me, and I just try to, because it's each one teach one, and it's like somebody gave me opportunity and took me under their wing and showed me some stuff, so I got to show it back. You got to give back.
So far as back to the music videos, Little X, you and Little X was like neck to neck when it comes to music videos at that time.
That's my brother. Like me and X, we always tell the story is like Batman and Robin, but he's the Batman and I'm the Robin of it, because even
you
though
were like the underdog.
Yeah, and he's younger than me, but the thing is, like, X is an artist, and he would come down from Toronto and be here, be in New York for like 2 months at a time. Or he would go home and he'd come back with like 3 and 4 music videos he shot with artists that we had, at the time, we had never heard of, Cardinal Official and Socrates and all
From Canada.
Guys. Yeah, from Canada.
Official artists.
And we go, wait a minute, we'd never heard of him here, but the videos would be dope. And we're like, you did this video? He's like, yeah, and he was like a 21-year-old kid at the time. And this was at Big Dog when we used to work for Hype Williams, so we were all there at the same time. He started to direct before I did, and he made me his AD, his assistant director. So that's why it was the Batman Robin thing. And then when I got a chance to direct, when I did Wild Out 2K for Channel Live, that was my first video. And then as I started to come up, we joined in the same company, HSI, had an office together. We would write.
This was here in New York City?
Here in New York, in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, write on the same music and everything like that. So we had like a camaraderie. It was always like a great rivalry, but not even a rivalry though, because we did different things. He was known, he has made.
And he never took credit from you. Like, you always gave you your credit.
Yeah, but we always give each other credit. I mean, but like, he's done the most incredible dance videos you've ever seen. If you think about like the Sean Paul, like Glue, and Give Me the Light, and he's.
You also did a Sean Paul video too,
like
Make It Clap, right? You did Make It Clap?
Like Glue was the one I did.
Like Glue.
But he did.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he did Give Me the Light and a bunch of others, and he also did the Diddy video, Make This Money, Take This Money.
Oh yeah.
And that video with the Harlem Shake was in it.
I thought you did that video. The one with Ghostface in it?
That was Special Delivery Remix.
Oh, Special Delivery Remix.
With Ghost.
Okay.
Ghostface.
I knew it was somewhere.
Shout out to Ghostface.
You and Little X,
yeah,
y'all
we
was always doing the same
time.
videos.
Let me tell you, I gotta tell you a quick story. So we shoot that video, and Ghostface had a 9 o'clock call.
Okay.
So we there at 9 a.m. Puff was there. He was running in and out. He was 1,000 things going on. He'd come to the studio, shoot his part, leave, come back. Keith Murray came, Craig Mack. Everybody would come. So we shot everything, and we waiting for Ghostface. So
that's when Keith Murray just came home from prison too.
He just got home. He just got home and got on that record. And so Ghost shows up at 9:02 at night.
And this would have been 9 a.m.?
So it was 9 a.m. So he came in, he had the black robe on and the hawk with the gold
and
hawk.
The plate?
And everything. Dude, he came in and ripped it. And the first thing he goes, yo, my bad, Puff. Action. And he rocked it, but it's Ghost, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Shout out to
Ghostface Killer right there,
it's
man.
Ghostface Killer. And that video made it classic, because I can't even imagine if he wasn't in it. We only shot him for like 2 hours, but that 2 hours was money. Money.
Magic.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, television.
Yes.
You did the BET series, Tales, with Irv Gotti, right?
I did 2 episodes last year. I'm going back to do another one this year. And,
so it's going to be a second season of Tales?
Second season of Tales. This is a great idea, man. Like, originally he wanted to use classic songs. That was the original idea. And then he decided to do some classic songs and then some new songs. So he's got some surprises coming this year that I'm not going to spoil, but he's got a few surprises coming in terms of music and episodes. And I think a lot of people saw it last year, actor-wise, and didn't quite know what we were doing, and now this year they like been able to really get.
They're catching on.
Yeah, catching on, get some more talented, actors and involved and writers and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be great. I've done Black Lightning, a couple episodes of that. I've done a show called All American, where it's about this kid. It's on CW.
All American.
Yeah, it's a football show. It's about
Okay.
you gotta watch it. It's about this kid from South Central who goes to high school in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And how he copes with living between Beverly Hills and South Central. It's a great show. It's
Okay.
a great show.
So what is that, a series also?
That's a series, yeah.
So your big movie, All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, man, yeah.
The Tupac Shakur movie,
Yeah,
man.
Tupac.
I mean, actually, to me, that was a good movie.
Yeah, thank you.
It was
brother.
a great movie,
Thank
man.
you.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you, bro. Thank
For
you.
real.
Yeah.
Now, the feedback you got on the movie from all these celebrities,
Yeah.
I mean, why they didn't just tell you that before you even did the movie?
Well, it's interesting.
I mean, they was there for the screening, right?
No. So which particular celebrities? So because I get a lot of celebrities like, yo, I love that movie.
Jada.
So the Jada situation is interesting to me because we had reached out to her.
That's what I'm talking about.
beforehand, right? Kat Graham, who plays Jada in the film, was reaching out to her. I think part of it is the people that were closest to Tupac didn't really want a movie made about him.
Wow.
It just happens. I mean, there's other artists that are out there. Movies have been made, and like family members that say, I don't want a movie made. And I think that with Pac, his life was so complicated, and he was revered by so many people that the wounds are still very fresh for a lot of people. I think Jada's one of them, having been so close from childhood and all that stuff. But it's hard to say why she didn't want to get involved. We had reached out, and then by the time the movie came out, she was aware of the things. I don't think she had ever saw the movie. But
Wow.
she saw clips and saw the trailer. She'd met Demetrius the year before the movie came out and had at Essence, So you can't really be mad at people for what they say or what they do. You just got to do your work. Like that's what happens when you become an artist, whether it's music, TV, movies. When you do that, it's a representation of your creativity. You have put it out there to be criticized. It's just what it is, and you got to know when you're
They'll
going
criticize
into
the TKL show, second season with Benny Booms right now. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Benny Booms, man, my brother, man. I appreciate you coming through to the TKL show. Any advice you have to the new filmmakers coming up?
Just tell your story, man. You're a filmmaker coming up. Tell your story. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged because somebody else may have told a story that's similar to yours. We never would have got Minister Society had that Hughes brothers said, you know what, they made Boys in the Hood. I don't know if I need to make that movie.
Okay.
Tell your story. It's completely separate ideas. So that's the best advice I could give.
Any new projects that's coming out that we should be aware of?
So I just did this pilot and 4 episodes of a show called Ambitions.
Ambitions.
Yeah, it's on.
Is it picked up anywhere?
It's on Oprah's network.
Oprah network. Oh, you doing?
It's on OWN with Will Packer, with my frat brother Will Packer.
Oh, make me part of your fraternity, man. How many women I gotta kiss, man? Come on, man.
You don't want to go through this. You don't want to go through that hazing. I was a monster, yo. You don't want to hit 858, baby. He didn't play no game. But he put that thing, put that together, called me up.
Will Packer?
Yeah, man.
When that
Called
airs?
me up. It will air in June. I don't know exact date, but it's in June.
Okay.
So it's a great show. Robin Givens is the star. Essence
Brian.
Atkins, Brian J. White, a new guy named Kendrick Cross. It's a show that takes place in Atlanta, and it's basically about politics. The mayor of Atlanta and his wife, and they're like a couple who are just embroiled in all kinds of just dirty deeds,
Like
scandals and all kinds of stuff.
Man.
Yeah, it's
Insurance.
everything, money laundering, and just it's good. It's good. It's like a nighttime soap. It's sort of it's a departure from what you might think of in terms of the hip hop of what I am. So that's one of the reasons I wanted.
And the name of that is?
Ambitions.
Ambitions. This June, Benny Booms, Groundworks Films. This is the second season of Timbo King Live. We have Benny Booms, the guest. Thank you for watching. Stay in tune. I don't care if you young, old, just coming out coming back out. If you ain't got that record, always about the record. At 21, I admit I was a savage until I got.